Hey guys, just Rob here again, just bringing you another sort of video, doing another Connor Century. This time I'm going to Sean from the Media Assaults post 1250 sub competition. First of all, thanks to him for running the competition. I always enjoy sort of watching his videos, and he always gets sort of cool movies and cool stuff. He obviously knows what he's talking about. So yeah, basically he's just, well, the two prizes he's giving away was the Jaws Digibook, which I actually already do own, but he's also giving away the Firefly TV show and the movie Serenity, which I've never actually sort of seen. I've seen the movie before a few years ago, and I actually thought it was pretty good. I've never seen the TV show. It's something I've always wanted to watch though, so I wouldn't mind perhaps having a bit of a look at that. Now, the actual question itself was actually pretty sort of simple. We just wanted to know what your favourite TV show is, and basically just why you really enjoy it. After sort of having a think about it and sort of watching some of the other people's responses, I thought I might, because it's very hard to sort of choose, just one. So I thought I might perhaps go really sort of old school and actually do a TV show from the 1970s. One that's sort of one of my favourite shows that I've only sort of recently discovered, I think, over the last few years, and I actually just recently bought the complete sort of 6 series of it just on DVD. It's a show that a lot of people haven't necessarily heard before, but something I thought was a really good show. It's actually called Man About the House. So it's like, yeah, so 6 series, ranging from, it was 1973 to 1976, starring Richard O'Sullivan, Paula Wilcox as Chrissy, Robin playing Richard O'Sullivan, Robin, Chrissy. Then you got Sally Thompson playing Joe. Then you've got sort of the landlord and his wife, that was George Roper and Mildred Roper. So George was Brian Murphy, and Mildred was Eutha Booth. Eutha Booth. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Anyway, but it's yeah, it's a really sort of funny, sort of very sort of witty TV show from the 1970s, and I'm a big sort of fan of 1970s sort of style, sort of comedy. Basically, the premise is, or at least in the sort of the pilot episode, sort of the setup was that so you sort of the morning after a party, and you sort of got the two sort of female characters, and they're sort of the party was for like their friend, their roommates, and she sort of moved out because she had had a baby and she's getting married. So they wake up and they sort of find Robin here, who's sort of asleep in the bathtub, so they get a bit of a shock from that, and when they realise that Robin's actually a really good cook, and since these two can't cook, they really want him to move in, so obviously so he can sort of cook all the meals for them, and so that's sort of the setup. Of course, because it's sort of set in the 1970s, it was sort of a time when it's very sort of frowned upon, sort of to have like a man and a woman sort of living together without them sort of being married. So in the very first episode, they've got to pretend, sort of tell the landlord that Robin here's actually is gay. So that's the only way they can sort of get the landlord to say yes to him sort of moving in. There was actually a well, this sort of show actually spawned sort of 2 sort of spin-off series. Had like George and Mildred, who's sort of the landlord and his wife. They had their own sort of TV show, and then Robin had his own show called Robin's Nest, where he sort of ran like a restaurant, I think it was. There's also actually a sort of an American remake of this TV show called Three's Company. So I've never sort of seen, I've never sort of watched the whole, like a proper episode. I think there's actually a pilot episode just on YouTube, which I sort of watched, and it's pretty much the exact same as the pilot episode for this TV show. The same sort of storyline and same sort of dialogue, everything all that. Which I didn't think was all that great, to be honest. I think I prefer this sort of one. It seemed to be a lot better. Plus I'm just used to sort of watching this one compared to the other one. But yeah, I was just saying it was a really sort of funny and witty TV show, and great sort of, obviously very attractive sort of leading actresses, and a lot of sort of jokes about sort of, because Robert here's always trying to crack on to Chrissy all the time, and it's very sort of funny to watch that sort of thing. Sort of a sexual tension, I suppose, between the two. But yeah, definitely a great TV show. Obviously, if you're a fan of 1970s sort of British comedy and You know, obviously wanted to sort of check out. I just sort of wanted to sort of show something perhaps a bit different to perhaps some of the other people that have sort of shown, something a bit sort of old and sort of unknown, I suppose. Yeah, so that's my entry. Thanks to Sean again, obviously, for running the competition. Good luck to everyone else. And until next time, I'll see you all later on. Bye.